Hello everyone, Miss Art Garden here. Starting my stream, and I'm not going to start it the same way that I always do, where I fumble around and talk about how I'm fumbling around, even though I'm kind of doing that. Yeah, so today I'm going to do a portrait using just one texture brush, and that's kind of difficult for me because I have to think and do stuff. I can do this because of the way I blend. And hello, crazy boy, Mexicano 11, Nick Bick. How is everyone? I hope you are all having a wonderful weekend. It's really, really cold here, and I had a jacket on, but I've taken it off because I hate drawing in sleeves. Is that weird? It's like one of those weird things, I guess. Yeah, so I'm going to try to draw with this brush here. I'll blow it up and park it there. That's the brush. So let's make it a black color so you can see. I just have to paint using just this brush, and it doesn't sound weird, but I guess I think it's gonna be a challenge. So I'll go ahead and get started drawing the sketch here. So except I gotta get my chat. My little chat window always disappears. I don't know why it does that. Hello, Egyptian Gamer Geek. Oh, and hello from Germany. That's exciting. Oh, I guess it's nighttime there. I always think it's my computer is stalling. Here we go. Yeah, so just doing the sketch, I'll make this brush probably pretty small. And I'll start with that. Let's see if I can get a good circle going. I'm just gonna probably do a front-facing view lady. And I'll just, the sketch part doesn't matter. Is it even paint? Yeah, we'll see how it turns out. It'll be interesting. And Halloween, who was everyone this stream dressed as? I was a Ghostbusters. It's night for me, 1:35 a.m. Oh, that's very late. Yeah, I was just a pumpkin. Or no, I wasn't a pumpkin. Well, I figured it was going to be a pumpkin, and then I just ended up wearing devil horns, I guess. I cheaped out a little bit on the costume this year. So I guess I was a devil. But yeah, it's much later for, I guess I have a lot of folks over in the other globe, the other side of the globe, playing, or I don't know. I wonder if that rabbit is still stalking you with its evil stare. There are so many rabbits where I live. Like you walk outside and I guarantee you can count like 4 or 5 hanging around. They go around and they go into the chicken areas and eat their food, so that's why we can't get rid of them. And they all have evil stares, and they hang out under my car, and like they go into the engine of it and chew out the wires, and then I have to spend $300 on parts. I mean, I'm not bitter, but no, I'm just playing. I know I've stopped. I'm just checking something real quick. There we go. I'm going back to sketching now. Is it rabbit season or duck season? It's always rabbit season here. I would love to own ducks because I heard they're easier than chickens. And yeah, so that's pretty much the only reason. They're pretty cute too. Like little ducks when they're ducklings, I guess. I don't know if they have another name other than ducklings. They are, they whistle at you, and it's so cute. Like if you, there's a co-op sale where they sell ducks and chicks and stuff, and if you go there, they like come up to you and they wiggle their little tails at you like a dog would, and they whistle, and it makes you want to impulsively buy animals, which is never a good thing. Hello, Lady Diana kids. Are you a duck? I think it would be better to be a duck than a rabbit, because then you could fly, you know? Because I think, I don't know. I wouldn't want to fly. Can you have a fly for a pet? I assume you could have anything for a pet as long as you took care of it. I don't know how long your fly would last. What is the lifespan of a fly? 48 hours? You could just have the best 48 hours with that fly. Yeah, I think that would work out. So let me just sketch in the face details here. Ducks don't fly? I think some of them do. I think maybe there's probably a bunch of breeds that don't. But I'm almost positive that ducks can fly. Some of them can. maybe I'm wrong though. Maybe you guys can call me out on it if that's not true. You have a pet turtle? Turtles are cool. They have they have the shells. I guess that's the selling point of turtles, is their fun shells. I think I wanted a turtle or a lizard when I was younger. There's a bunch of these little lizards where I live. I don't remember the name of them now, but they're just like the really tiny ones. They're sort of like I don't know. That's the closest I've ever gotten to owning a lizard. I've owned plenty of birds. I guess I'm a crazy bird lady. No lizards yet, or turtles. They're pretty funny when they eat. They like snap at the food and stuff. Okay, sorry, I just read through, make sure I didn't miss any chats. Yeah, so I don't know what I'm gonna do for the hair. I guess I'll just keep drawing in. We'll draw in some lips and stuff first and get that going. Ducks fly, you googled it. Okay. Well, I do think there are some, it might be like something like a pekin duck or something doesn't fly. Chickens don't fly, that's for sure. I mean, I have seen my chickens maybe fly like 5 feet. They flap their wings when they run, which is a little bit cute. But they definitely, I've never seen them fly. They're kind of flyish when they're little. They can do that a little bit better when they're lighter and stuff. But, well, now we've all learned something. Thank you, Nick Bacon, for enlightening us on whether ducks fly or not. Enlightening us. That's the word. Okay, so, yeah, I guess I gotta I gotta decide on the hairstyle now. Just kind of probably draw it back. Kind of messy and loose. Maybe it's just kind of coming down and waving around a bit, and maybe swoop to one side. Side parts are always kind of interesting when you're drawing a symmetrical face. Ironic how some most chickens glide. That's a great word for it. Ironic how some animals have wings but can't fly. Do any non-bird animals have wings that can't fly? I know that there's animals that can fly, like bats. Are bats the only... They're a mammal, pretty sure. I don't know if they can... I mean, they can definitely fly. I don't know if there's any animals that are non-birds that can't fly. But definitely, I think penguins and emus and ostriches come to mind. I can't think of anything else that has wings but can't fly. Poor little dino birds. They lost their flying spirit, I guess. Yeah, so I'm just randomly putting some hair in. I might change this when I color it. And I guess I should probably shrink this down so I can fit a little bit of some kind of like neck or shoulder area in here. I'll just really messily put it in this time. I think her head, her hair maybe needs a little bit more volume. We don't want her to look like her hair is wet. Oh, flamingos isn't a bird and can't fly. Is it a bird? Google is a thing for a reason. BRB. Honestly, where on earth is Russ Mix alive? He hasn't been live for so long. I don't know. I got like a little bit 2 weeks busy with other stuff, and I think he might have messaged me during that time, and I barely responded, and I always felt kind of bad about that. So we've kind of lost touch, and it's mostly my fault. But I think I'm going to give her a little bit longer hair, actually. I really don't know. I think he might have been having some things he needed to work through, or some things, I don't know. Everyone does. I don't want to tell it. I don't want to tell it because I don't know the story. So hopefully he'll be back. We'll all have to just keep giving him some supportive comments on his old videos or something to keep him, reminded that we all still care about him, and and want to give him some support and stuff. Okay, so I don't really like how frowny she is, so maybe I'll give her a little bit of a smile. And I think that's about it. I might move this up a bit. I'll just start painting. And the painting will be interesting with this brush. Hello, Linata. You didn't miss anything. I'm just sketching. I'm going to do this challenge with a texture brush, and it'll be interesting in the when I get to shading and stuff. I actually was going to do the, was her name Tiana or whatever, the challenge, draw her as a real person, that you had suggested, but then I was a little bit paranoid that you meant for like one of my regular videos. So I did this one for this week instead. You should start a hangout and bring you guys in. Yeah, I would like to have like guest stars or whatever, guest people on my hangouts, but I'm too technologically stupid to get it to work. I need to have my sister try to help me like test it out. Like I can get the screen to show up, but I can't get the audio, and I don't know how to connect that audio source, so SpongeBob Dead Pants. Oh, I don't think there are birds though. I think I missed something. So close to 2,000. Yeah. For Linata or me? I don't. I gotta pick a background color before I start doing this. So the background color will be, I don't know, kind of maybe like a yellowish this time around. Yellow gray. I think that will work. Hello, MGB. I hope you're having a good weekend. Yeah, so maybe that's, I don't know, I don't like that color. Maybe a blue. We'll do a blue, except I did my sketch as a blue. I'll just change that color, I'll invert it. And then I'll be able to see a little better. And I accidentally put my color and filled my color layer wrong. Oh, I'm only 564 away. I haven't checked my number recently. I think I always get depressed when you log into your analytics and you look at your stuff and then you see like 20 people unsubscribed and you're like, oh, okay. So I don't know. I sometimes I don't always check it. Oh yeah, I have 1,476. That's pretty close. You guys are amazing. I'm always so happy when I see all my subs and all the support I get, and I think it's just really great. I feel like I want to do something more for the community. Last year I did some stuff for the like Christmas. I think I opened up trades or something. I should do something again this year. Maybe I'll put like a art prize or something up. Yeah, so this fill color won't be too bad, except, oh no, I can see. Okay, I'm not at 100%, that's why. Let's fill this in, and this will be interesting with the texture. It'll be kind of messy, but I guess that's part of the fun of the challenge, is it won't be perfect. I'll never get it perfect. Oh, I have to set my eraser. That was part of it too. I have to set my eraser to the same brush. So this is my eraser now. Except it's not quite. I have to change one quick setting. My angle jitter. So my eraser will now match it. So I can't escape the texture. Yeah. Okay. I'm drinking my tea. I cannot stop mentioning that every live stream. People should start like a bingo. Every time I hit a mark, Miss Art Garden mentions she's drinking tea. Maybe I'll make a bingo someday. I feel like it's a cheat if I make it though. I don't know if I want to give her brown hair. Maybe let's give her like a reddish hair or something that might be more interesting. Just give her something new and different. So we'll just kind of put that in. And yeah, it's weird drawing like this with this texture. I mean, I knew it was going to be, but I guess I didn't realize the edges would be so, like if I take the sketch layer away, the edges are so fuzzy. That's okay. We'll figure it out. I can probably make the brush smaller to cheat a little bit on the control on that one. You should have drawn a pumpkin or something for Halloween. Make her a turnip. I actually did some jack-o'-lantern videos a while back, even though I was like, well, I've done those 2 years in a row, I won't do them again. I did them. I did a witch. I did what else did I do? Like I painted a witch basically, and then I drew a witch, and then yeah, I don't know. I gotta come up with some better ideas, I guess. I'm gonna get a little bit of a hint of her ear in here and here before I continue there. And then, oops, that's the wrong color. Can I, there we go, switch it. Get that going. I think I should make a list of all the things that I should do for like the rest of the year, like Christmas wise and stuff. That might be kind of fun. I have a Twitter, and I believe you can put polls on Twitter, so maybe I'll do like polls. I might have done a poll. I don't even know. I'm so bad with technology. It's just depressing. Next year or this year you can draw candy corn. Oh, that's a good one. See, this is why I need to put like something up on one. I have a Twitter and a Discord. I'm not even sure if my Discord works. I put the link last time. I don't think anyone joined, so I can't test it yet. But as soon as I get some friends, I'll know. And then maybe I can yeah, take suggestions and stuff there. Okay, that's probably a base color. I'll give her something for clothes. I'll give her like a blue outfit maybe. Just that's probably a little too blue. Whoops. Let's pick this. Make it like a little gray blue. Maybe that matches the background too much though. We'll make it green then instead. And then we'll just put like a shirt. Just kind of mark it in for now with the color. Yeah. Okay. It's super windy where I live right now. The weather definitely turned just like all of a sudden. It's like, oh, winter's here. And it snowed again last night a little bit. And I wouldn't mind the snow if I didn't have to shovel. I'm not a big fan of shoveling, clearing off cars, all that. It's so fun when, you know, you don't have those responsibilities, but it's definitely more difficult. Okay, so I'm going to create my clipping mask, and I'm going to turn my sketch layer down, and then I guess I'm going to start putting in my, you heard a dog. Everyone's home right now, and I have my dog in the background. He's barking. He's probably barking at those evil rabbits. Take another quick drink here. I put half and half in my tea just to try it. I thought it would be really good, except that it like shows the little bubbles of like fat in them. You know, the little like greasy bubbles, and that's a little bit unappetizing. I'm trying not to look too much. Those eyes a little bit, I think they're a little tiny bit off center. I don't know why I'm doing that. That is not, I feel like I'm drawing her rather than painting her. I gotta get in the right mindset. That is not what I want to do right now. I want to get the shadows and highlights down. He goes bork bork at the rabbits, and they do not care. They sit there by, we have big sliders here, they sit there by them. Not a care in the world. Silly dogs. I'm drinking grease. Pretty much. It's not the most appetizing thing. Like, I don't want to waste it. Okay, so now I'm going to turn my opacity down. And this is going to be where I get like weird texture stuff. So we'll see how this works. I actually want the more saturated one here. Yeah, so we'll put a little bit of shadow in here. A little bit here. Maybe turn my opacity down even a little more. And a little bit over here under her eye here. I want like some on this side of her face, I think. So I'll just put that in, rough it in like that. And you're typing by yourself. I think everyone probably went to like look up pictures of ducks or something. Yeah, I don't know, the chat just goes. That's how live streams are. Sometimes it'll be you're the new king of the chat. Yeah, so let me get, I lost my colors. I don't know if I want that bright of a red. I guess I want more of like this. And I'm definitely not being committed with these colors. I guess I'll turn my opacity back up. I'm a little bit nervous, but that's part of the challenge. You just gotta make it work. No matter what happens, no matter how it turns out, we will keep working on it till it works. So yeah, I'm gonna get this going here, put some over here And we'll make sure that her eyes over here get some, and then this down here. Yeah, I think this is working good. Maybe we'll make the shadows like all on this side. And then I can kind of blend them in. We'll see how blending goes. That's definitely going to be the most challenging thing. When I look in chat, I just see a bunch of ducks. Little duck faces. And they all look like they're looking down at each other. It's like a duck inception. I think it's funny. I like it. Okay, so we'll get her nostrils in here. The seam of her lips. Kind of get that marked in. And then she'll have some down here. I think I probably want to move this chin up a bit. So maybe I'll kind of designate a shadow a little higher. Like that. And then let me see this without the sketch. Let's mark in where the eyes are and then maybe get rid of the sketch because I think it's throwing me off a bit. So mark it in like that and like this. We can go ahead and mark the bottoms too. And let's we'll get rid of the sketch for right now. Looks weird. Yeah. It's definitely like a fuzzy look. That's what keeps it interesting, I guess. So let's get some more texture over here. I saw Jazza made a video where he reversed his screen and tried to draw, and it looked like fun. I thought about doing something like that, but I didn't want to do it right after he had, because, you know, it'd be like copying him. So I might have to think about how to make it my own challenge, do something like that. It'd be an interesting one. I did one where I like blinded myself to the colors and had to guess, and that one was fun. So maybe I'll do something like that again. Here is 7, and I promised the girls one little walk, but it will be for an hour, I think, and hope to catch you again. So much wanted to be with you, but the promise is promise. Yeah, I understand. I hope you guys have fun on your walks, or on your walk. You'll have fun. You gotta enjoy the weather while it's still nice enough to do that. I'll probably still be here in an hour, but if I miss you, I hope you have a good day and everything. And yeah, Jazz is fun. He's definitely entertaining. He kind of borders the line between like for kids and adults. So it's, you know, fun for everyone. Okay, so let's get some shadows under her eyes here. And I'll put a few not quite so dark ones under here just to kind of mark them out. The nuance is definitely gone. The control. More people. They left. That's okay. People will come and go, hopefully. Okay, so if I get rid of the sketch now, we have it pretty well marked in. I want to fix a couple things. I want to bring this in here so we don't lose it. Let's take a look. She definitely looks a little bit silly. Let's keep working on getting these shadows in, the highlights in. So put some over here, maybe not quite that dark. Use a little bit like that. Yeah, it's always kind of a bummer, like right after Halloween, because there's such a build up to it, and then it's like over, and then I guess I feel like, oh well, I just guess I'll look forward to Thanksgiving or Christmas. Thanksgiving's not that big of a deal. I mean, it's nice to see family and stuff, but like, you know, building up to the celebration, you don't like prepare costumes or anything. Do I watch Jeremy, like the Minecraft dude? Or heard of him? Jeremy. I don't think I know a Jeremy. As far as Minecraft players, I know Stampy, Longnose, and I know Exuma Void might be his name. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's it. And then I think that's about it. I don't know. I might know of some more. It's Jer-Omi. Yeah, I don't think I know him. Does he do fun things? Does he like build or play challenges or something? Okay, so let's get this kind of built in. Trying to build these shadows is definitely interesting. Build some in here. Just keep marking them. Well, he was live streaming and I got a few friends to raid him. Like on his server, raid him like that, or just on the live stream. That's funny. Yeah, I'll have to check him out, or check out the live stream where you did that or something. Might be fun. Okay, so let me get this going here. I think it's starting to come in. I just got to keep working these different colors in. Get a little bit of an adjustment period. I didn't practice at all because I didn't want to like kind of spoil the challenge. We all got muted. Oh, I didn't know you could mute people when live streaming. Or is that like on the Minecraft server? I don't know. Maybe that's what you mean. Let me get these blue spots colored in back here before I continue. Some back here too. And just, I guess I'll work on her face a little more. I was going to try to work on her hair, but I think I better nail down the face just a little bit more before I do that. So kind of get this in here. I don't know. I don't know which one, but I did it. On the live stream we got muted. Is there an option? I can put a user in timeout. I don't know how to mute people, but that is funny. I guess you guys trolled him. That's funny that you can put them on timeout. I don't know what that means. I'll have to look into it. I always just do all this stuff and I never like research it. I'm terrible. I don't know, live streaming's just for fun. I wasn't like trying to make like a big deal out of it, so I guess I figured it didn't really matter how I mean, I prepared a little bit. I made sure everything worked. That's about it. Other than that, I'm never very prepared. Okay, so let's try to... Wait, it's timeout. Oh, is that what he did? I was just about to type about the hair needs detail. Maybe I will. I'll create a new hair layer. The hair, I didn't even think about how weird it's gonna look, but let's get some shadows and highlights in it too. So I'll make a darker color and I'll make a lighter color and just kind of mix them in. Maybe that's not quite light enough. Mix them in. I'm going to have kind of a pinkish tone to her hair. So I'll get that. I really kind of want to work on the darker ones first though. I think part of it is there's no, it's such a blunt brush, like the other brushes have tapering. That's kind of going to make it interesting. But I'll keep working on it. So I got to get all the detail, you know, figured out all the detail before I give up. It means you can't talk and really, and that's really it. Like, you just can't type and chat. Oh, well, hopefully I won't have to put anyone in timeout. I can't imagine I would do anything unless they were, I don't know, doing something really, really naughty or something. I wouldn't really want to put anyone in timeout. You gotta have that free speech. Be right back. I'm gonna get a blanket. Okay. Yeah, I sit on my chair sometimes and I with a blanket on my lap because it gets cold. I have to sit by the big slider window when I work on my computer. A little bit of a bummer. Okay, so we'll get some hair in here. I don't know. I don't know. I'll just have to keep doing the strands smaller and smaller, I guess, to get this going. Let's see. Put some over here, down like that. Maybe maybe a curl over here might be nice. You got one. That's great. I crocheted my own blanket once, like one of those granny square ones, and then I only made like a throw, meaning like not a full size. And I keep thinking I should do another one sometime. It'd be a fun project. And then I'm just like, yeah, I like how I say crocheting might be a fun project. That's so boring. That's okay. That could be boring. Okay, so there's some detail on her hair. That will be... I'm going to have to figure out what I'm going to do for the hair. Because it's definitely strange. Maybe I'll make some smaller strands and get them going out like this. definitely interesting. The hair went from bad to like the best. Yeah, hopefully I can get this all filled out. It's always kind of fun to do these challenges because it makes you have to think, like you get kind of used to the rhythm of how you do it. And then it makes you really have to think about like how to work around the new limitations of the challenge and stuff. But do you draw it all, Nick Bro? Or Nick Bick? I don't know why I called you Nick Bro. Because you're my bro, I guess. Slip of the tongue, I guess. I think it would be... I haven't seen Lemon. He commented on a video a while back. I haven't seen him in a while. It would be fun to have him come on and draw. Yeah, he did like the pimp duck and stuff for Rust Mix. That was always funny. Okay, so there's the hair's done a little bit. I'm gonna try to detail her face now. I think I'll blow it up and work on this nose because I want to get something going here that doesn't look so strange. You draw sometimes? That's cool. Maybe I can have you on when I figure out. I'm just so dumb I can't figure out how to get anything to work for me. I really need to go on subreddits and yeah, either ask around or look around and see if other people have figured out these problems. I still can't get rid of the twitchy boxes on my little black twitchy boxes that show up. Hello, Henry Hoover. How are you? I hope you're having a good day. I'm just working on this challenge. It's making everything look a little fuzzy. I should have drawn a teddy bear. But that would have cheated the challenge a bit, I think. So now I gotta work in these details. And yeah, we'll get this red color around here, and then here, and I guess I'll work it a little bit in here. Just trying to get a shape going for the nose that isn't quite so like straight. So I want a little bit of indenting here, and then maybe some highlights here, and then I gotta work some kind of nostril area in over here. So I'll work the shadow in like under her nose like this first, I think. Yeah, let's get this color. I think it's a better color, and then I will take this brighter color, make my brush maybe smaller. I think I'm gonna rely on that smaller brush trick to try to get me through some of these more difficult to put on details. It's been going on for 32 minutes already. Yeah, that is crazy. I feel like it's going by real fast today. It must be the awesome company. So you get this a little bit here and here. It always, I don't know. I don't know if this is working. I'm always having trouble, but I think it's working okay. Working okay? I don't know. I don't know what that was. Some kind of accent thing, I think. Didn't mean to. Okay, and then draw like a little tiny notch there for the nose and one down here. And then we gotta get some, first of all I want her nostrils to be a little bit less big. They're a little bit too big. Woken. Yeah, I like accents. I think they're fun, and then I always slip up. I think it'd be really cool to like learn to do a bunch of different accents. Like, I really want to be able to do like an Irish accent. You know, the Irish people have that, kind of the way of speaking is a little bit melodic. I can't do it. The way they say things like house and stuff, that's always cool. I wonder what other accents I would like to try. I don't know. I do the Russian accent. It's not like actual Russian. It's like American movie Russian. That one's kind of fun. I don't know. I guess I'm weird. I like different accents. I like to listen to them. I like to watch like movies where people have different accents. Actors that aren't native to it try to like. I guess I like judge whether they've done a good job or not. You could be Irish. Give me a beer. I guess you've nailed it. You'll need a Guinness. Yeah, let's get some details up here while we're here. Few down here. I really lost her eyes. I think I should probably detail them in before I totally lose them. Get them properly shaped up. So this one will come here and then this one will meet there. And if that's that, then that'll come in like that. Something like that. Do the same over here. We'll shape it up. And yeah, I used to watch Jacksepticeye. He was Irish. I guess I should go back to watching his videos, try to mimic his accent. He never had like the traditional movie one. His was a little more subdued. I mean, I'm sure it was like, you know, more natural that way, but okay, so we got her eyes, and let me flip this real quick and see if there's a lot of there's like a little bit of a chin issue. Let's fix that. I'll go to my Liquify and work on it a little bit. Yeah, this okay, there we go. I went silent because I was trying to look at it. I want to bring one side of her chin down and the other side up to try to match them up a little bit more. And I think I'll work on the point of this chin. Looks a little bit strangely pointed. I'll put this out like that. Let's take a look. Does that look a little better? I think so. And then I'm going to flip it. That scared you? The boom word? Or did something else scare you? Okay, so her chin might be a little short now. I can work on it later though. Okay, so we got her nose a little more detailed in. Let's work on her eyes since we started them. And oh, I was silent. Oh, you went silent, and in my house it went silent. I have like witchy powers. I can control people's house volumes. I'm just kidding. If I had witchy powers, we were talking about when I was drawing that witch last time, what superpowers we would want. I think I'd just want, I don't know. I mean, you know, besides the like, you know, ones that to help humanity and stuff. Okay, let's see how these eyes work. I think I'm just gonna draw them in like this and like this. And I might move, let's move this over a little bit. Probably have to shape this eyes a little bit like long and stuff. Let me try, see how the, I missed the beginning. What kind of brush do you use? Yeah, this is like a texture brush where you can only use it for everything. So everything looks kind of, I'm blowing it up here, and then I'll, let me turn my opacity up so you can see it. This is what it looks like. It's just like kind of a fuzzy texture brush, but yeah, it's just for the challenges to try to draw everything using it, and you kind of like lose control of your fine skills, so you gotta work around it. And that's what I'm doing. So I'm going to try doing this trick. Let's see if it works okay with the, let's see, feather 15. My like replicate trick and then move it. It might kind of be fuzzy. I think that's okay. I'll have to kind of blend that in with the texture. For once it's too fuzzy. I mean too smooth, I guess. I like when you work on the eyes. That part is always so is so interesting. Yeah. I think someone said if you can get the eyes right, the rest of your portrait doesn't matter. So I always like to give a little bit of detail to the eyes. I think they're very interesting. You know, they're the what is the saying? The gateway, the soul is in the eyes or something. I don't. There's some kind of saying. I can't think of it. Let's get these shaped up a little bit different, and I want to add a little bit of a highlight. For me, the eyes are dots. Yeah, I guess so. You can put little dots in. Eyes can be represented a lot of different ways. I'm going to add a little highlight in the corner. I always think that makes them stick out a little bit more. There's typically a little bit of highlights like on the areas there and there. And then Yeah, okay, I think I was making them green. She looks a little bit like Harry Potter has the Weasleys in it. She looks a little bit like a Weasley. Maybe she's a cousin of theirs or something. So let me get these kind of filled in. And I can try to, I don't know how the detailing is going to work, but we will figure it out. Okay, so maybe reshape this a bit too. And I'm going to have to put in a little crease here above the eye. And I guess I'll make my brush a little smaller so it'll show up better. A little tiny crease here where the skin kind of folds in when the eyes are open. I'll do the same over here. You try so much. I can draw that picture, but better look for it in chat. Yeah, I'd like to see some of your artwork sometime. That'd be nice. Let's see. Get those creases in here and here. And then I'll need some kind of highlight over them like that and that. Try to bring out the detail of them. I just realized I never gave her eyebrows. I don't know why I always forget the eyebrows. I do though. Let's give her some eyebrows here. I'll make this a little smaller. Get that shape in. Something like that. We'll go over her eye, and then over here we'll give her some eyebrows as well. Maybe like that. I'll pick like a nice orange and get that going in there like that. And like that, so they look like actual eyebrows in there. She has something now. Okay, so now let's see. I wonder what a shadow will look like. That'll be interesting. I'll leave that till the very end. And we'll give her pupils. So we'll put those in right now. And one is bigger than the other. Okay, I could do this. I'm gonna put this one in a little smaller then. And make this one dead center there. And let's blow it out and see how it looks. She looks a little bit wide-eyed, and the eye shapes aren't quite matching up. My Henry vacuum cleaner eyes are easy to draw. Yeah, I should draw Henry the vacuum cleaner sometime. He would be a fun one. I used to do like more kid like tutorials where you like just draw really easy, like a leaf or something. But I don't know, nobody really seemed to be interested in them, so I kind of stopped. I should do them again more for like nostalgia's sake. I got a couple downvotes on them and stuff. I think people are picky about their kid tutorials on how to draw. But Henry Hoover would be fun. I could draw the whole family sometime. Let me see here. Let me see. I don't really like the way I did that. I'm gonna redo it. On the right side, the shadow looks good with the brush. Wait, that would be on the dark side. On the bright dark side. On the dark bright side. Okay, so I'm gonna bring this one down. I want this one to be out, but also shrunken. And then this one goes in, and this one goes in. Just trying to match these eye shapes up a little bit before I continue. I think that's a little bit better. Please one time draw him with Hetty. I think that would be fun. I've gotten away from doing my like weekly videos just because of like different scheduling stuff, but I'm starting to get more of a hang of it. I have a bunch recorded and a couple that just need a little bit more editing, so I'll start putting more of those in. I think people think that I just went to live streaming, but live stream was just something that I felt like I could do once a week, but I want to get back to the regular videos. So I'll write down, I had a notepad. Where did it go? I've lost it. Here it is. I'll write down that idea. Henry and Hetty. Maybe I could do something fun with that. Okay, so next I'm gonna probably make these pupils a little darker. See if I can get that in. What about candy corn? Should I fill them full of candy corn? I could put candy corn down. It's a little bit out of season, but I'll put it down on my list. I keep a list of things I can try to remember to draw. Candy corn, and I better write down who suggested these, because I like to give credit in the comments. Yeah, I might be taking like Christmassy suggestions soon too, so everyone can start thinking about those. I know it's a little early, but you always kind of have to start things a little ahead of time, I've found. Otherwise it comes down to like December 20th and you don't have anything ready yet. And you're like, no, I should have planned ahead. Let me see here. And then I'm going to put this surrounding here. I wonder how the the texture brush, I mean the brush modes are going to work. Let's try an overlay first and see how it works if I try to put a little bit of an overlay in this brush. The problem is I can't mess with the softness or hardness. It's just as is. So let's put a little bit of color splash in here, get that green. I think that looks nice, and we'll put some over here. I think that looks nice that way. And let's put a little bit around the pupil as well, and then we'll go to color dodge. This one, we'll see how this one turns out. Yeah, it's not too much different because it's such a small detailing look. There we go. I think that looks nice. A snowman. Should I draw a snowman? I think that would be fun. Let's turn to I guess I'll just keep working. Let's go to normal. I'll keep working on these shadows. Try to get some I've turned my opacity way too high. Let's turn that down. Try to get some over here in the corners where they would be, and a little bit under here. Yeah, just kind of work them in. I want it to look textured but not so fuzzy. So that's my ultimate goal, is to kind of work these textures in. What would help is if I did a double rim here and put a little bit of a highlight under these eyes. I think that'll give them that less creepy look. What about Thanksgiving? Maybe I'll draw a turkey or a turkey. Turkeys are kind of Thanksgiving-ish. I don't know what else you would draw for Thanksgiving. A cornucopia? I don't know. I could take suggestions. I really need to start like something where I could put polls up. There are much smarter and better thinkers out there than me that'll come up with things. So let's get her a little bit more 3D in the eyelid area here, and a little bit up here too. Give that boost of shine there on her. Then we'll put it down here and here as well. I think that looks a little better. And then I'm gonna pick up a darker color. Let me mark this as like black a couple times. Pick up that color, go back. It's my cheat way of I can draw a pilgrim. Yeah, I could do that. Like those really fancy buckle hats they have. That would definitely be fun. What else? What other Thanksgiving things are there? There's pilgrims, there's I guess Indians or Native Americans. I suppose is the term I'm supposed to use. I don't know. I'm always confused. I don't know. I'll have to think about it, what I could draw. Let's get a highlight right above here too, except I lost all this. No, I don't want to lose all of it. And just that highlight there. Get one up here too, right above there where that would be catching, and I don't want to lose this shadow under her thing. And let's give her a little highlight right under the eyebrows at the corner here. I think that's always gives a nice highlight. And see if I can get this nose a little better while I'm here. I don't think I ever quite finished it off. So let's get here. I just realized I didn't give her any lips. Poor girl. She has no mouth. I've taken away her mouth. Okay, that's next on my list, is giving her some lips. And let's get this up here first though. Just want to keep working on the shape of that nose and getting all the details in. We have a nice dark shadow over here will help bring out the nostril. I mean, it's a little bit crooked, I think. I can work on that. Get a little bit of a shadow back here too. Problem is I can't blend it in. I'll just go with it like that, and then let's get her some lips because the poor girl has no mouth. So we had kind of a seam of the lips area here. I'll reinforce that and that, and then have this under here like this. My dog is barking again. Bork bork doggo. He's crazy. He used to be much better, and then I don't know what happened. Like you could, you know, they say don't try to train him to not do something. You have to train him to do something else. So I tried to train him to, when he wanted to bark, he'd go get his toy instead. And it worked for a little while, but then it just kind of stopped working. You know how doggos are. Little silly doggos. Okay, let's just, I guess we're just going to blend by picking up the colors around it. This is turning out a little unsymmetrical and I don't want that. So I'm just going to kind of keep working it here. And like this. And then maybe a little under here. I think that'll work. And then a little down here maybe. There we go. It looks a bit like a crayon drawing to me. I think it's a little silly. I'm going to just, yeah, keep working on the seam of her lips. I think I just have to work on use these fine brushes to get the detailing work. Since I can't really control the way that this brush works, I'm going to give her a little bit of an open mouth, I think, too. Which I think that'll look a little bit more interesting. So we'll have this down like that, and then we'll have this go down here, and then curve up just a little tiny bit. And then this one will curve up a little tiny bit over here. And we'll do the bottom part here. And yeah, we'll just kind of keep applying it. And then we'll do one down here, and then move it, kind of outline the lips. Maybe that was a little too much. Maybe that was a little too committed considering I've lost my blending. That's okay. We'll just put this here. Like that. There we go. We kind of blended it in there. I think her lips maybe are a little too small though. Maybe I can try to make a clipping mask and make them a little bit bigger. Feather 15, and we'll move them up just a little tiny bit so that they match like that. Let's blow it out. Take a look. Now we'll shift in my noisy chair. Okay, she looks a little bit bug-eyed. But at least she has lips now. We're making progress. So, blend these in a little bit like here. I'm going to get a quick drink of water. And then I'm going to, while I'm here, let's reshape her chin a bit. She's got kind of a bummer chin. Yeah, so I'm going to put a highlights to kind of designate. I really have to sneeze. And I don't know, with live streaming, I can't sneeze. Is that like a thing? I don't know what that is. And then it just lingers and it's unpleasant. Oh well. Okay, so we'll put this, what about the tea? No, I've got water and tea. I've got like a whole bar up here. A whole drink bar up here for my picking up my water or my tea. Okay, I don't know. I think I need to shape her chin a little bit different, but for now I'll call that good, and then I'll blend this part in so she doesn't look like so strangely shadowed over here. I want this to go in there, and then we'll bring the cheek highlight out a little bit here. This is where the weird texture will be because I can't really blend it in, but I'll just keep trying. It might look sort of blended by the end. Let's give her a little bit more of a highlight here, and I think that looks okay. Put some down under the nose here, and a little bit over here maybe. And we'll do the same over here. We'll give her cheek a little highlight here, a little bit on the lips there. And I think these should have a little bit of a shadow. It's just kind of like have to think about where the skin would indent. For some reason it always kind of indents by the corners of the mouths there. I think it's just the muscles in there. I don't know. I should look up anatomy studies to learn them. Okay. We'll blend this in over here as much as I can and see how this works. I think, yeah, she still has a little bit of a dead-eyed stare. Let's go back to working on her eyes and get them going. Get them more. I'm gonna commit to the shadows in them because I think that's what they're really missing. They're just so currently not like that. So I'll put some shadows in, even if they look a little silly, and just sort of blend them in like this and like this, and turn my brush really small and kind of work some line details. You know, have you ever looked at an eye really close up? It looks really bizarre. It's got like all these roots and stuff in them, like tree roots looking things. I just messed that eye up a lot. I didn't pick subtle enough color. There we go. Do this like that, and then maybe I can get this a little bit crisper down here. We're working this in a little bit like that. Get a little bit more matchy. And then I'm going to take a little bit of a red color and the overlay tool. We'll see how this works with overlay. And then put it in the corner of the eye right here, because I think that's always nice to add a little shade of red there. That's kind of a bloody look. And while we have overlay, let's get this area in here. And then this one in here. Yeah, I think that'll work. And we'll do the same over here. We'll get the shadows a little bit more established. Okay, and then I guess I'll put a highlight in. I don't know if I'm gonna get the eyes down much more than that. I'd like to push these shadows a little more. I guess I'll just try it. You gotta be bold. You gotta commit and be bold. I found that invite link to your Discord and I see one member. That's sad. Yeah, it's brand new. I don't really even know how to use Discord. But I think it would be really nice to get something like that going so I could talk to people between the live streams. Oh yay, I get a new member. It's okay. We'll call it an Elites Club. That's how we'll brand it. It's the Elite Discord. So if you're part of it, you're really extra special. Yeah, so let's get some kind of highlight here. I think that'll help. And I'll put something down here and something down here. Now she has some eyes that aren't so dead now. They're still a little bit droopy. I didn't quite mean to make them so droopy, but I think we're making progress here. Okay, I'm going to go back to overlay though. And I'm going to go to color dodge. Turn my opacity way down. And then I'm going to give these eyes a little bit of a liveliness to them by doing those two little arcs there. And I think she's making progress. We're getting some details in. This still looks a little bit silly, but that's okay. Let's work while I have color dodge. Let's go ahead and I don't want white though. Let's pick something else. I'll pick maybe like a yellowish color here. Blue usually works really good, but I don't know with the texture if that will mess it up. So yeah, I'm gonna put, let's make this really small, like 3, and let's just start working on the highlight areas here. And we'll put some here, put some over here on her cheeks, and push these highlights. And a little bit down on her neck here maybe, and on this side too. Get her a little bit like she's glowing. And while we're here, maybe a little on the lips. There we go. Yeah. she's very pale, and I think I'm gonna do some little tiny trick. Let me flip the canvas. Yeah, so it's like one side of her face is down compared to the other. So I'm gonna do a little trick with the Liquify tool to try to fix that on the sly. It's the benefit of computer art. So I'm gonna make, you guys cannot see it, unfortunately. For some reason it doesn't capture everything. I'm just going to move that side of her face down a little bit. I'll hit OK and you can see the difference. So that was before and that's after, and it just kind of evens them out. If I flip this, I think that's a little better. Her hair is a little offsided. Let's just make another clipping mask there. To ABC. I think she might have left. That's okay. Let me see here. I want to make these shadows darker. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to overlay so I don't have to commit to colors too much. And we'll take this one, for instance. I'll turn this up a little bit more. And I'll, maybe that's going to make them too brown. Let's go with this one. I'll work, put some of these shadows in a little bit here and here. And this will kind of color them in without me having to commit to a certain kind. And let's go with multiply too. That's a good one to try out with. What mouse walks on two legs? Hint, club mouse. Is this like Mickey Mouse? Does he cheat? He's a bipedal cheater. Yeah, so let's get these a little bit more. I don't really like how red that looks. So let's put a little bit in here. I guess it's just always going to look red because I'm trying to cheat with the tool there. So let me get a little bit under here. Going a little bit under here. And maybe a little tiny bit in the eyes there. And then I'll go, oh, that's why I guess I was on color burn. I was like, why is that looking so, yeah, that's okay. I'll do it with the multiply, and now I can get the colors that I want more. I don't even need it to be that gray anymore. How about that? So, yeah, I'll get some in here, some under the hair. Probably want to move that other hair one out a little bit. And then let's pick this one up and put it over here. Just kind of pushing these shadows out so that she has a little more detail. I'm going to put one there. No, I'm not going to put one there. What duck walks on two legs? Well, Donald Duck and Daffy, or Donald Duck, Daffy Duck, Daisy Duck. Am I missing any? That's all I can think of for now. I'm sure there's more. But okay, are we doing riddles? I'm trying to think of a riddle. I'm really bad at riddles. I can't. The only thing that's coming to mind is that like Egyptian riddle where I don't even remember it, but it's like famous. That was so well. Well, I failed at my riddle. My riddles for the day. I'll have to look some up on the internet later and then be prepared next time for riddle time. Yeah, let's get this shadow a little bit more. I want like subtle shadows. That's what's killing me is these subtle shadows. I can just kind of keep working on them. Put some down here. Oh, what duck walks on two legs? Of course they all do, because they don't have front legs. I think I walked into that one. I feel like that was a trick. Maybe I'm just really dumb. That was good. That was good. Yeah, are ducks the only other bipedal thing other than humans? I guess, like, gorillas? I don't know. They kind of walk around on their paws. That's an interesting thought. Food for thought. What animals are bipedals? Maybe some bears. I feel like they charge on all four legs. And maybe some, I don't know. Maybe some... No, I can't think of anything else. Like there's little lizards that run on the water, but I think they are on like... I'm like the oh, that's a lot of zeros. Fifth person I got with that. So I guess it's not just me. That's one of those trick riddles. Like, which weighs more, a feather, a pound of feathers, or a pound of bricks? That's the typical one I think of. And I'm just going to flamenco. Flamencos are pretty cool little things. I wonder what they sound like. I don't think I've ever heard them. I know that peacocks make this like noise. I don't know. Let's get some kind of ear shape here. I'm going to probably cover most of this with her hair, but it might be nice to get this in. So let's see if I can work this shadow in a little bit here. And then kind of go back on it some with the lighter colors. Flamingos sound like they die. What an apt way of putting it. That's funny. Okay, let's see. I think that looks good. I don't know about her nose. There's something kind of off about it. Maybe it's that it's too... They like add a little shadow there, make a little bit more detail here, maybe add a darker shadow on this side, and a brighter highlight. Let's make this a little smaller. Just dot a highlight because I don't want it to be a straight line. So I'll dot that in like that. Maybe that looks a little bit better, and then we can kind of take this in a little bit so you can see that that's more in the shadowed area. Kind of blend it in though, so it doesn't just look like a strange bar over her. Even though it just made it look even more like a bar. Yeah, I don't know. Something like that. I'm gonna move this in. I do think it'll look better. And then I'll just kind of plop that like that. Now she has a very square looking fringe. I can work this in. I could figure out a way to blend this without it being weird. So like that. I think that actually that's not too bad. And then we'll have the highlight come back up like that. And then the T-square will be a little bit more in shadow. So I'll work that in. I don't even know if that's... The T-square is like a makeup term. I always use it when drawing, but I don't even know how accurate that is. So we'll get that going. Highlight here. I feel like I'm the only one here. Yeah, I don't know. It says my analytics 4 are watching. I think people are watching in silence. Maybe they're just secretly, they come on and they watch and they just judge me and they're like, and they don't say anything. That's a possibility. Or maybe they're just coming and supporting. That's okay too. People don't have to talk. I don't. Sometimes I'll watch live streams and I don't really talk much, especially if I don't know the person really well. I feel like, you know, I don't know. I feel like I don't have much to say. So maybe that's it. Maybe they're just warming up to it. Maybe they're thinking of such the best thing to say. Okay, so let's see. When we get the shadow in like this. This one like this. I'll work this in like this. I think I need to work on her hair. I've been working on her face quite a bit. It definitely looks like a mosaic painting or something. It's interesting. I kind of like it. It's interesting to work in textures. They just come and go AFK. Yeah, that's most likely it, which is fine. They're just trying to support me. And I always really appreciate that. I don't want to be like a famous YouTuber or anything, but I do get kind of discouraged, as I'm sure everyone does, when they put like a really lot of time into like a video and stuff, and then it only gets a couple views, and you're like, oh, I was hoping people would like it. So I'm always really, any support I get, I'm always really happy. It makes my day. You know, it's really nice. People here, you know, the internet's kind of a mix. Sometimes people are are really nice and sometimes people are less nice. And you never really know how you're gonna get. But so far on my channel, people have generally been just really nice to me. That's pretty cool. Trying to blow the nose out just a little tiny bit. That's a little bit tiny looking, so I want to work that in, and then I'm gonna pinch this in. I'm using the liquify tool, so it won't show anything for a minute, and then all of a sudden it'll have a big change to it, as is always the case. Okay, let's take a look there. Yeah, I think that looks better with her nose a little bit bigger. Oops, this help message is help. Let me see if I can. I don't know how to. Oh, here, show. Let's see. There you go. Should I click on this link? I don't know if I can click on a YouTube video while I'm live streaming. It's gonna mess with my internet. I'll just click on it and see what it's titled. And I'll, oh, pause. Oh, it's the flamingo. Okay, I'm gonna save this and I'll watch it when I'm done live streaming. I'm worried that it's gonna mess with my internet if I try to watch it now. So, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna work on her hair because I think I've detailed her face in a little bit, but her poor hair needs a little work. So let's get this. I'm gonna bring out this side. I think it's a little too in. So I'll just kind of keep picking up colors and bringing them out. Maybe I'll turn my opacity up a little bit. Get some strands going out. Like that. And then this side is probably as voluminous as it needs to be. We can put some hair down here too. That might look good to have it over the shoulder a bit. I'm going to bring it in here, maybe like a little bit coming in over her face here. She definitely has kind of like raccoon eyes. Maybe I should try to give her makeup or something, put a little bit of eyeshadow on, give her a little bit of a different look there. Work in some eyelashes, but I'm going to work this hair first. Let me see. Maybe I want a darker color. Let's pick that up, get that going there like that. Lost my line a little bit there, that's okay. Let's see. Put the roots in here so they always kind of like have stringy parts and then they meet up there in the center. And then you can have a little part right there where it's like catching the light. Man, it's hard to do hair with the brush. It might be the hardest part. And then let's move this down here. Let's give her like some little straggly things down here. Like, I don't know, straggly things are probably not the best worded term for it, but yeah, something like that. And like that. I am subscribed to 100 channels and I watch like 5. I think I've subscribed to over 405. I used to have a thing where, you know, people would subscribe to me and I kind of felt like obligated to subscribe back. But yeah, it came a little too overwhelming. And some of those people do that for like fishing reasons, and then they don't, I don't know, they don't even interact with you in any way and stuff. So I feel a little bit awkward. I definitely need to go through and see like if there's any Jed channels or anything that I could unsubscribe to, because I probably should get that under control more. I do like to watch, you know, people's videos and support them and stuff. I really like it when I can do that for people. There's some people on there that I'll watch their whole videos through, even if they're like an hour long, or at least I'll put them on while I'm working or something. Sometimes I go AFK if I don't have time to watch them, but I put them up just to support them. But I definitely can commiserate with having too many channels and you don't even watch them. Let's get some of these strands in. I guess I'll make this a little bit less opacity, and then work this. I think a yellow color will go good with it. Definitely interesting. Is that one view is best? Yeah. And I always forget to like the videos, and I always feel bad about that afterwards. Like I'll close out of them and then I'll be like, oh, I should have liked that video. Give them that support too. I wish you could like organize your likes. I mean, I know you could make like a playlist of things. I wish you could, like, I don't know, on some like art places they let you organize your likes a little better. It seems a little more manageable. But I guess I mean, you just do what you do. I'm gonna bring this a little bit brighter on this area here. That should give her a little bit more of a, I don't know, I think that'll look nicer. We'll get that going there, and then let's make some shadows. Where's the multiply? I'm gonna take the multiply and work the shadows in down here, and then maybe a few over here. Just get something going so you have some variety of colors. They look a little bit different. Okay, and let's do her eyelashes next. I think I said I was gonna do that. I mean, when I watch you or Russ mix, I like most of the time when I forget on, or when I first get on. Oh, that's really nice of you guys. Do I only have one like on my live stream? Is that what you meant? That's okay. Let's see. I'm gonna work on these eyelashes. I think if I blow it way up and I make my brush, oops, my computer opened Spotlight, please no. Okay. I didn't even know what Spotlight is, but I accidentally open it all the time. Yeah, get some eyelashes going here, and I think that'll help it so she doesn't look so sleepy. She'll look more like, I don't know, sultry or something. Get these in here. And a few down here. Just a few. I always think it looks weird if you had too many. I'm not doing this very cleanly. Maybe I want to redo some of those. You have 3 likes. Alright. Wait, can I like my own live stream? We'll try that. Then we can make it 4. Where is it? I thought I opened it. I guess I didn't. That's okay. Here we go. I will like it. There. Now it has 4. I don't usually like my own stuff. I always think that's a little weird, but I'll do it now, just for the lulz. Okay, so let's get some. These bottom ones, give her some eyelashes down here. If I can get these in the shapes that I want, and we'll do the same over here. Get these bottom ones in before I do the top ones, which I apparently forgot. Let's group a couple down like that. Then we'll make this a little bigger, and we'll give her her proper eyelashes over here. And here, I always like to kind of start from the corners and work my way in. Work a few here. I guess I made the other ones over here a little thicker. So I'll work some more in here. Oops, didn't mean to make that squiggly wiggly. And I did it again. I've got to work on those motor skills. Maybe I need to play video games more. Isn't that something you're supposed to do if you want to improve your motor skills? Okay, and then I'll just reinforce this area with a little bit of black. Like she's got eyeliner on. I'll do the same down here. Then she won't have such a like a pale look. 4 likes, 3 watching. We are the big business now. Now 4 watching. Hello, new watcher. I'm sure they're just checking it out to see what's going on. Yeah, so then we can do overlay and put like a little tiny bit of makeup on her eyes. Just, I don't know, give her something a little more interesting. We'll just do like a reddish, brownish color for the eyes here. Just kind of work it on in the corner like she's got the smoky eye look. There she goes. She looks fabulous now. I don't know if that helped her or not. Let's work a little bit while I have it. Let's work a little tiny bit of red in some of these grayer colored spots. I think she looks a little I don't know. She could use a little red in her face. And then I'll go back to normal. And I think I'll start blending this in a little bit too. Like down here, I want those shadows, but I also want her not to look so like splotchy, I guess is the word. So I'm gonna work a little bit, smooth them out and stuff. You have been streaming for 1 hour and 17 minutes or 77 minutes. I feel like they should have like someone with like a really fancy smooth voice update you on that. You have been streaming for 1 hour and 17. I guess that's a robot voice. Not really like a normal voice. And I want to get a little more shadow in here. Keep working that shadow and then get rid of it. Just make it a little bit more, I don't know. Right now the whites just look really white to me, so I want to kind of take away their white power. Their true whiteness. So I'm going to take that away. I didn't mean to say white power. That's not a good thing. Someone's going to misquote that someday. Feels like you've been streaming for 10 minutes. It does go by fast. Okay. I think maybe I'll just work on her neck a little bit. And then I still need to maybe do something more with her hair. Get like a little bit more of a highlight in here with the tiny brush. Let me see, that's 15. Let's turn it up a little bit. Get these tiny highlights in. So the hair doesn't look so, like right now, part of it is I put these in, they're a little too thick, so maybe I'll cover that up with some strands and get her going like that. Little strands of hair I think always look nice, little finishing touches, especially when you make them kind of go off wavy, something like that. Get some rip off Alexa to notify you. Yeah. I could just, there's probably, I'm almost sure there's some kind of app out there that like mimics her voice and has you can have her say anything you want. But, or Siri or someone. Yeah, so we'll add a few of those strands and maybe we'll add, not black, add a few little dark ones too. Just kind of finish off the strand look. Okay. And then maybe, I don't know, I'm going to try, I really want this to be a little more like colored dynamic. So I'm going to try the multiply again one more time, see what happens. It's just too much. It's too much. I just want like a little bit more pushed on this side. I don't know. I think that's good then. She starts looking like dirty after a while, like she went through some woods and got dirt on her face. That's okay. Okay, so let's work on this a little bit more. Get this more blended in. I've got the shadows way too high up there, so let's move them down a bit and yeah, put the collarbones in, something like that, and just try to work in the shadows a little bit more like that. Okay. And I guess I should do something for her shirt. She has no coloring at all on her shirt. So we'll put something down like this. Yeah, it looks nice. I don't know. Just you can barely see the shirt. It blends in for me. I'm colorblind. Yeah, it's pretty close even for me. So, do you have a hard time distinguishing between blues and greens? My sister's boyfriend has a hard time between browns and reds. I think, yeah, I don't know. I'll add a little bit here and here, and then I'll do something for the background. I guess we'll just, to kind of help her so she's not just kind of floating in it. Let's see. We'll add kind of maybe like a darker bluish, purplish thing. Then we'll just kind of spot that in back here behind her. So she's got something else going on back there. Maybe we'll make it a little bit darker. IDK, it's hard for me. IDK, it's hard for me to see light colored colors. Yeah, I get that. I can sympathize. I have very bad vision. I have to wear glasses for Sometimes. Actually, I don't actually wear them. I just go around, have fun. I don't care. Obviously, I wear them when I drive. And if I go to like see a movie or something, I'll wear them. But other times I'm like, I don't need them. I'll just be blind. Okay. So maybe that helps stick it out a little bit more. I don't know. What happens if I mess with the levels of this and make it a little bit darker? Would that help me out a bit? I don't want to go too crazy. So that's before and that's after. Yeah, I guess I could do that. Just give her a little bit something. Her face shape is a little bit off, so I think I'll also... Yeah, I'll just be blind. I never got like contacts or anything. I'm going to make a duplicate in case I mess this up, because I'm going to try a little bit of liquefying test. I'm going to move her face in on the sides here. I don't know, it looks a little bit off. Without the hair, actually. I know you guys can't see it, I'll show you without the hair. I think it looks a little bit more normal. Something about the hair is throwing it off. Maybe I need some shadows under where the hair is, and that might help. So let me get those in there. That would probably kind of bring it in. I don't know, it just makes it look like she has a beard there. Let's take it back a little bit. Let's get rid of this area here and this area. Maybe her hair should just be like a little bit different color, just to make it stick out a bit more from her. I don't know. I'm just playing around. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. Oh, I've officially taken over the chat with ducks by myself. Here, I'll take the chat back. I'm taking the chat now. Now you have competition, even if it's just me. Let's just work on getting some levels different here. So that's before, that's after. That might help a bit. Maybe we can even work on her levels. What if I take the red off a bit? Take that edge of red off. I think that's okay. And then I can just start blending this a little bit in now that I've messed with the levels a bit. I want to take that hard line off of her nose, and I think we'll soften these cheek areas up a bit. They're all just a tiny bit out of place. I think this needs to match up to that. Just finishing little blending. Yeah, something like that. And maybe something over here like this. I think that'll work. I don't know. I have these like auto sayings that I keep saying, like, I think that'll work. Yeah, that's nice. Things like that. And I'm like, why am I saying that? I just sound like a weirdo. I don't know. I guess it's just like your brain goes into like auto mode and it starts like, you know, it's like a computer. It finds recent entries to the catch and it puts them in for you. Things that I say all the time. Okay. And maybe I'll make her lips just a little bit wider. Noise. Noise is such a fun word to say. Let's see. I'm gonna make her lips just a little bit wider. So right now she's got like, I don't know, a tiny mouth or something. Can't quite figure out what I've done with the proportions. I'll come back to it in like a day and see, oh yeah, that's so obvious. There's something. Right now I'm not seeing it. I'm just gonna kind of tweak a few things. She just looks so unhappy. I don't know what's up with that. Let's go into liquefy and upturn her. I don't think I clicked liquefy. Oh, is this liquefy? I guess it is. And upturn her lips a little bit. I think I had them that way in the sketch and then I forgot about it. So we're just gonna do the little cheaty liquefy and get her lips a little bit. Maybe we'll even things that I say all the time. Okay. I say yeah and like and you know. Even like if I'm editing a video, I just said like, even if I'm editing a video, sometimes I'll have to edit out all the you knows because I do that probably just way too much. The mouth looks weird, does it? I think I need to work on because there's a little weird shadow part over here that doesn't quite belong. If I blend that in, it might help a bit. Maybe I could add a little tiny bit of a highlight at the corners too. I think that kind of adds to giving it a little bit more of a shape. I don't know. And then, you know, you know, put a little bit in here, you know, like that, you know. I do that. I don't know how to stop. Oops, I hit my mic. Sorry. I'm getting so worked up. I'm whacking my mic with my poor mic. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I think that I think I'm I think that's that. I think I'm gonna say that's good for it. I don't know. I think this is one of those things I might have to like look or take a little break from and come back and then realize everything I did wrong with it. It's not bad. I'm gonna make a quick candy corn layer and we'll put a little candy corn next to her because I don't want to forget to do that. Except I need to let me open up Safari. What is this? Okay, I have Discord open, I guess. Let me open up Safari and let me put candy corn because I don't remember what the colors, which color comes first. Who was walking the dog before? Is that my dog? I think he was just borking. Okay, so it's got yellow, orange, and then a white tip. I'm gonna make this candy corn next to her, and it'll be the like, you know, accent piece. So first I need a yellow. Let's get that here like this. Yellow, orange, white, yeah. I couldn't remember which one was the base, so we're gonna do, we'll make this nice and big next to her. So we'll have this nice yellow base. I'm doing it with the brush. It's the brush challenge, so I'm not even getting rid of the brush. And let's see. I think it's probably, is this a third of the color? I think the orange mostly takes it. I just looked and I already forgot. Like, I have this window here. Let's bring it up here. Then I have a reference now. So we'll get this yellow in. And then we'll pick an orange. You had it backwards. Well, you had it upside down. It's like if it was upside down. Let me see here. Person said, like, I have to go. I promised to walk my dog. I'll be back in an hour. Oh, I think that was Lenata. I think she was taking a walk with her kids. I don't know if she'll be back. It's okay. Yeah, I talk to her all the time. I'll talk to her later sometime. She's a nice friend. She plays, like, cooking games and stuff. Maybe that's too much yellow to orange. Let's bleed into the orange. I mean, the oranges part here. And then I think this is, I wanted to make it big, but I gotta cram it in here too. So I'm gonna maybe do this and erase just a little bit. I realized that I didn't use my eraser like at all during this, even though I got it all ready to go. Because I gotta have the candy cane shape. And I think, oops, the orange goes up and then just a little tiny point will be the white part. And then we'll have, I'm not going to make it pure white, I'm going to make it kind of orange white. And it needs to be a triangle, yeah. I've got to get, I have like a little picture of it. It's got a little bit of a rounded part like that. So that's the basics. Let's make it a little bit fancier. Now I'm judging, that's okay. You could judge. Oops, I don't mean to do that. Let me just make this a little, straighten it out a bit. And erase this little tail. I don't know what's going on with that. Put it a little bit more like that. And then I'll add some shadows. Um, let's see. I think I'm gonna work just in the multiply because it's a try shadow thing. So I'm gonna do a little cheat here. Multiply it, and maybe multiply is too much. We'll overlay it. Where's the overlay? Here it is. We'll just pick a nice red or brown or something. We'll get some in like that. There we go. I just like that she's kind of just like dead eye staring. There's a candy cane next to her. Someone just came and saw a girl and candy cane. What do you think they would think? They'd be like, well, time to click off of this one. That's okay. I think it's silly. I like it. It's funny. And let's get some highlights here and down here. That's about it. There's not a lot to candy corn, is there? We'll give it some fun little shine to it. There we go. She has this nice candy corn friend. Let's give it a face. I think that's what's missing here. It's candy corn, not candy cane. I take very relay to my candy. Did I say candy cane? I don't know what I said. I probably said candy cane. I meant candy corn. Alright, let's draw like a little face so it's a silly candy corn. Let me turn this back up to a normal opacity. Yeah, we'll have it be like super happy candy corn, so we'll have it like have you know, happiness. Maybe like that. And it can even have some teeth. I think this is really bringing it together. I said candy cane a lot. Oh no. Maybe my brain's on candy canes. Well, here, I'll draw like a little candy cane onto the side. We'll just and then I'll justify it by being like, I meant my future drawing, the candy cane. Okay, let's draw this. I'll just do it real quick like this. I'm gonna have to shrink this because I can't fit it. There we go. She's thinking about candy cane. This is real art. When you have this stuff in, I just think that it's really elevating it to the next level. Okay, get that in. Then I'm gonna make a duplicate path, and then I can just cheat and put these in like that. There we go. That's what I meant by candy cane. It was candy corn, candy cane. That definitely wasn't a slip of the tongue. Candy cane is striped white and red. Yeah, I got it. Nailed it. I guess I can give it, I should probably give it a little shading too. Let's do this. Go to overlay. Give it a little shading in the middle if I can. Wait, I think that's the wrong. I don't want that. I want like a brown. That won't adhere so bad. Well, maybe I need to go on to multiply. These are things that I don't know until I try. That's too dark. We can figure this out. We can definitely figure this out. You and me, the candy cane people. I'm just gonna do that for the shadows. And then go to overlay and put a little bit in. Halloween, no one cares about Thanksgiving than Christmas. Is Thanksgiving even much of a holiday outside of the US? I don't know if it is at all. Let me turn my opacity down so I can have a little more control over this. Get that highlight and best candy cane ever. We'll give it a face too. I don't know, I'll draw like a little something. We'll draw a leaf for Thanksgiving if I can fit it somewhere. But first we gotta give this one its little face. I guess it'll be over here. Maybe it could be like a mad candy cane because it's like it's not Christmas yet. Just give it a little bit of a face there. And okay, now like a leaf. IDK, where I live, we celebrate Mardi Gras. I think that's right for Mardi Gras. Okay, so I'm actually going to take this candy cane and move it down here. And I'll draw, this will be the last thing. I'll draw a little leaf up here for Thanksgiving time. Yeah, we'll draw like a... There's no room. Let's draw this little leaf. Little leaf fella. I don't even know if that's really what leaves look like. It's my leaf now. I could look like that if I wanted to. There we go. And this is truly the best art ever. Oh, celebrate. Yeah, I thought I just looked right to Mardi Gras and I'm like, that looks right. I didn't even notice that celebrate was spelled wrong. This is why I would be terrible at like proofreading papers and stuff. Get this little bit of a veiny thing to the leaf there, and maybe we'll add like a little bit of a shadow or something here with the multiply. We'll just kind of shadow it in the middle-ish area here. Let me see, I'm gonna turn this all the way up so I can do this properly. Someone joined the stream for 5 minutes and left. They were probably like, what is happening? Okay. We're just having a little bit of fun. That's the best part about streaming, is just joking around. Oops, I want to make this a clipping mask so I don't spill out. And we'll just put like a little bit in the center there. That doesn't... It's getting worse. That's okay. We'll just draw its little face in. It'll be maybe wide-eyed. Something like... Whoa. Okay. I think I'm gonna have to end this before it goes too goofy. This was a fun challenge. Thank you for joining me, Nick Bick. I'm sorry I called you Nick Bro that one time. Even though you're my bro. What is a random person from Germany that didn't speak English saw this and what did they think? They'd probably think this is the best thing ever. I think it's the best thing ever. Yeah, but I'm gonna have to end my live stream. This was a lot of fun. Thank you for joining me, and thanks to everyone who's watching in the future or if they came by. I'm from Smash Bros. Nick Bro. Yeah, you could be the avatar. You could take on Yoshi or someone. So thank you everyone, and I hope you guys have a really good weekend. You have a good weekend, Nick. And thanks for stopping by, and I will see you around.